Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new show hosted by me, Ken O'Connor.
And me, Josh Brandman.
Oh, yeah. Me and Josh are starting a new podcast-esque kind of talk show thingamajig, and it's called JK.
Wait, what's the name?
JK.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really what it's called.
Oh, so we're not kidding. Okay.
No, it's JK. No,
so we're JK, guys.
I'm not just kidding. Alright, so welcome to the first episode of JK. This will be a little show where me and Josh talk about things that have interested us in the past couple weeks or so. Different stories related to either video games or news in general, movies, TV shows, whatever it may be. Yeah. And we want to start off our first episode with talking about the Smash Brothers leaks.
Yeah, so Ken.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching kind of some other leak things today. I know there's been a lot of leak things out there.
Yes, there has.
But I was watching something on cross comparisons and like, oh, could this leak be real? All this stuff, which part of me is thinking like, whatever happened to just like waiting for the game to come out and be like, this is awesome.
Dude, it's never been like that, though.
For me, it has.
Back even in Melee, when something got leaked very early on in Melee, we knew the entire roster back then. A couple years ago with Brawl, we had the Nightmare roster, and that was all leaked to be true. And now we have this massive leak, which looks pretty legit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like, as it is for those prior games, I never looked into it. But this one, it's almost unavoidable. That's the thing, like, everywhere people are talking about this. I know you've been, like, sending me texts of, like, oh my god.
It was a big deal, because a friend of mine, Cyberlink420, yeah, plugging his name in the first episode, oh my. He posted these pictures on showmeyournews.com, the forums, and at first he was like, okay, these are definitely not real, I'm going to take these down, like, these are obviously fake. I'm like, those look pretty legit. Yeah. And the big thing was, one of the leaked pictures had the ESRB, not the logo, but the ESRB was the name of player,
Bowser, right?
Exactly, player one.
It's like ESRB 000083, I believe.
Now, the thing is, the ESRB, they don't actually play the games they review. They get footage, basically. So everyone's like, okay, why is the ESRB putting their like name into the player?
Well, see, I heard that argument too, but, you know, what if someone was like, we're sending the footage to them, let me just title it ESRB so that way we remember.
Well, that's exactly what they did. It's a way, It's a way of like, okay, if this leaks out, we know that ESRB 0083 is responsible.
We know that we fire that guy.
Did you hear what happened with the guy with the leak?
No.
It wasn't anyone at the ESRB. It was some guy working at Nintendo.
Oh.
And he was responsible for sending the videos to the ESRB. And before he did, he let his 16-year-old son look at the video. Like, hey, son, check this out. And the photos that are online are the photos that apparently the son took. And Nintendo was able to track this down because ESRB 0083, they only gave that video to one guy.
Oh, no.
Yep.
I bet it was that Treehouse guy. No, I can't. Like that one Treehouse guy at E3 that did not get enough attention.
Who, Nate Beetledorf or...
No, there were actually a few of them, because there was like a couple guys that were leading that, right, for the Treehouse thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like other guys were just kind of there. And like I was like, eh.
And this is their way of getting revenge.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it really backfired, but anyway. So as it is, the 3DS version, right? That's coming out in what, one more month?
Exactly 1 month here in the U.S. and less than a week in Japan.
Yeah. So basically, well, in a week, everyone's going to be going crazy then.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, then there are DLC options people are talking about.
Yep, it's being rumored that there are going to be 5 DLC characters.
Yeah, but, okay. Well, anyway, let's focus this in on what just happened.
What, with Shulk?
We got Shulk, man.
Well, before we do that, we have to say, like, Shulk is one of the characters that for the longest time was rumored to be in the game. Then this leak comes out, and there's Shulk in the corner there. Mm-hmm. But everyone kept saying, oh, Shulk and Little Mac have the exact same model design. Like, if you look at Shulk's little, space.
Oh, yeah, the face, it's angled in the same way. But
and then if you look at Falco, it looks like the same thing, too. It's like, why are they all looking in that direction at that angle?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's like, one thing I was looking at, they're like, if people really wanted to fake this, they did a really good job, and they took a lot of time and kept everything consistent.
Well, here's like some people after this came out, people who were spreading it and like didn't want to get in trouble, they started saying, "Oh, I made this in Photoshop after 40 hours." Like they tried like really covering it up, like it's fake, don't believe it, just to, like kind of save Nintendo, I guess. But
well, let's for argument's sake believe it all.
Oh, no. Well, here's the thing. It's real.
No, I know.
So, now let's jump ahead. Shulk was finally announced the other day during the Japanese Nintendo Direct. And then he was released on Miiverse. And look, it's the exact same model that this leak has.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think?
Of Shulk?
Yeah.
I think he looks cool. I really wanted him in. Have you played Xenoblade Chronicles?
No.
It's an amazing RPG, a JRPG. It was one of the Operation Rainfall games that they finally brought to America.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm glad to see him in because he's such a unique character and it's very like, whoa.
Yeah, he seems pretty cool. I mean, he's got like this weird sword, right?
The Monado.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know a name for it, but but apparently he's got like different styles of combat within his kit, basically.
Basically, whatever he changes on the Monado, like different kanji symbols, he can do better smash attacks, better jumping attacks, increase his speed, increase whatever he wants, basically.
Yeah, so I feel like that's a really fun guy to play because it takes a lot of time to then master that, right? Mm-hmm. So that seems really cool.
Yeah. What did you think of his voice in that trailer?
Well...
I'm really feeling it, guys.
I'm hoping that's part of the, hey guys, this is the beta version.
No, that's the voice actor. That's his voice.
Well,
they got the guy back from Xenoblade Chronicles.
So everyone, my tip to you guys is play him, but mute your TV. I mean, that's my best tip.
It's just it's a silly little boy British accent, sounds like.
But, you know, I'm looking up his profile now. Like, they have the Xenoblade Wikia page, and it says he's 18. So now I'm really questioning, like...
He's really feeling it, guys.
Yeah, I'm questioning the voice acting or the choice to... I don't know, whatever.
At least he's not in his mom's car.
Yeah, he doesn't have a broom. But, but anyway, so also, aside from Shulk, we got what? Bowser Jr., right? Baby Bowser?
Yeah, so back to the leak, we got Bowser Jr., which they actually had video leak the day after the pictures were leaked.
I mean, it was very limited. It was,
but we saw a 2-minute
video?
The big thing is he doesn't, like, run around.
He's in his little thing.
His little clown car.
From all the Mario games, the really old ones.
Ever since Super Mario World, that little clown car.
Which, also, I mean, Bowser used that too, but they're just giving it to him, but...
Well, recently it's been either...
It's been only him.
Bowser Jr. or the Koopalings who've been using it. Bowser hasn't used it in quite some time.
Yeah, but, I mean, it looks really cool. Like, I feel like he's gonna be like a Rob character where the man won't die. But
did you see his recovery in the videos?
Maybe I did. I'm not remembering though.
He self-destructs the little clown car.
Okay.
Goes flying in the direction that you do it, and then as soon as he's about to touch the ground, he spawns a new clown car right underneath him.
Wow.
It's the coolest recovery.
So it's almost like Diddy, but better.
Like the barrels.
Yeah, well, because he charges it up. And then the barrels basically explode, and he just flies in the one direction. Mm-hmm. But then he abruptly just crashes onto the course.
Yep.
Bowser Jr. has, this elegant treatment of regeneration.
I'm surprised, though. I figured if they ever did bring Bowser Jr. to the Smash Bros. World, he'd be more paintbrush combat.
Yeah, well, everyone's saying that, but isn't that only from, like, one game?
Yes, but that's the only game where he was the
I
prominent
know.
bad guy.
That's true.
Like in every other game, he's just like, "Hey, Dad, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna be a mini boss."
Well, to be fair, he was decent. But oh, well, you never know. They could bring that for his final Smash, right? He could paint the whole screen or something, and people just die from
See, I would just
paint.
I would like some mention of the paintbrush since Mario has the flood. It makes sense.
That's true. Yeah, so, I mean, we'll see. As it is, I don't want to be spoiled with every single possible move. It's like, it is, we're being spoiled with the characters.
How broken would that be? He's using his final Smash, which is the paintbrush, but Mario can negate it by using the flood.
That'd be awesome. Except, well, as it is, the Smash Ball stuff is so gimmick anyway, because, it's all the items, so... Well, sure, why not? Throw that in the game.
That's if you get into the whole, items, competitive, blah,
blah. Yeah, but I mean, from a purely fun standpoint, having that thing with Mario, I think that would be pretty cool.
Yes.
Except that's really unfortunate then for the person that picked Bowser Jr.
3 Marios against 1 Bowser Jr.
That means he is so useless in that match.
Yeah. And I like the clown car. It makes faces depending on what's happening. Like when it gets hit, it winces. When it dies, it has a frowny face on the clown car.
See, now I'm always a sucker for those like little details that people put in.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, that's really clever. So I like that.
Also from the leak, we have Wario confirmed to be back. We have Game & Watch confirmed to be back.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ganondorf confirmed to be back. And I'm happy Ganondorf's back, but I wish he had his Hyrule Warriors design. Have you seen that?
Yeah, but...
Dude, he has long flowing hair.
Honestly, I just want the man to use his sword.
Exactly! Double broadswords would be amazing!
I mean, like, he even showed it in his taunt, and he's just... That's all he does with it. I want him to just have one move somehow.
Yeah.
Where he just does something with it. I don't know. But
and from the videos, he looks slower than ever, which is really disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me question kind of... like, what's the feel of this game? Because it's like Melee was really fast, really combo-oriented. Brawl was slower, more of, like, just single hits
more
and stuff.
More floaty and whatnot.
Yeah, so...
From what I've gathered, it's gonna not be as fast as Melee was, but definitely not as slow as Brawl. And, like, the latest videos have looked pretty fast, so...
Yeah, so, I mean, we gotta see. But, I mean, you can't tell just watching other people play it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know, it's exciting, but didn't they also show Rob?
Yep, Rob is back.
Yeah, so Ken, you're probably like the happiest person in the world that Rob is back.
Here's the thing, I'll be happy if they did not nerf his recovery.
Well...
because it's the cheapest recovery.
Yeah,
but I love that recovery so much.
Think about it, they had Pit, too. Pit did basically the same thing.
Yeah, I guess.
And then now they have the Dark Pit, right, or rumored to be in the game.
Yeah, we'll get to him in a minute.
But, yeah, so, I mean, I think they're going to keep that. Like, Kirby's always had his thing. So, which, it's funny, your theme is like, let me pick a guy that can't really die. So I have the most time to try and kill them.
Exactly. That's the thing. I usually play extremely safe. I don't go in for the kill moves. I just let them let them kill themselves trying to catch me.
Yeah, I mean the greatest thing is always like for people who don't know, when the two of us hang out and we're like playing like 4 of us in one game, Ken, you'll always be Kirby. And your one tactic is like, guys, you can fight over there. I'm going to stand right next to the edge, suck you up or something, just jump off the ledge. And that's about it.
It works 94% of the time.
It's really funny. Like, because it's like when I watch someone else fall for it, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like your biggest cheerleader whenever that happens. I'm like, yeah, I can.
Except when you're up against me. It's like, Ken, stop trolling. Stop being stupid.
Honestly, I don't really get caught in that much. Because I'll spam really fast on the buttons, and that gets you out of it. So, But, I'm the 6%.
At the same time, if you're right at the edge, I jump off, and I suck while falling down off the ledge.
Yeah.
Then I can usually catch you and at least screw you over a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who I'm playing, depends on their recovery. And now, what's interesting, though, is I was going to say, then you can edge guard, but now the edge guard thing
It's changed, yeah.
now it's like a tether. So I don't know what they're calling it.
Well, multiple tethers can attach to one ledge now.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Because no one did that in that one tournament they showed at E3.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting to see something with that. Well, no one did it.
Wasn't the only one the tournament could recover Zero Suit Samus?
No, not recover like that. No, literally, if two people grab the edge at one time.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, no one even showed that. I was waiting for that whole thing, unless they did it very briefly, but they didn't really focus on it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so the game has so much hype. We're even referencing stuff from, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
2.5 months ago?
Exactly.
I'm beyond ready to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so sad that there's no ice climbers.
We don't know if they're gone completely yet, though. There is a rumor going around that there will be a single ice climber.
There's, that's not the same.
Well, the problem is the 3DS has limitations, and can you imagine four sets of ice climbers on the screen at once? So it's rendering 2, 4, 8 models. Shut up. So it's rendering 8 models, all using the ice ability at the same time.
Yeah.
The entire 3DS would shut down.
Well, that's why they're making the new one. No.
We'll get to that later. Stop jumping ahead.
I'm previewing topics for people.
Coming soon to a podcast near you. Josh, Ken, a 3DS. Dun 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 dun.
I feel like you were about to start saying the Attack on Titan intro, but then you're like, but then you're like, hold on, this might not be acceptable. Let me change.
There's a great video I saw online earlier today. It's a scene from Hey Arthur, where
Wait, Hey Arthur?
Oh, just Arthur.
I'm going along with it. I'm like, wait a second.
They say hey in the theme song. It's Arthur.
Okay.
And it's like one of the opening sequences where he's like, have you ever had a nightmare? And it shows like giant DW. Like,
oh, yes.
And they play the Attack on Titan.
Yes.
Da, 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 da. It's like they're running away from giant DW. Yep. And it just made me laugh so much. But anyway, back to the Smash leak.
Yeah.
Duck Hunt Dog.
Okay. Now, I've actually never played Duck Hunt myself.
How have you never played Duck Hunt?
Here's the thing. My first console, aside from I had Atari, I guess, but aside from Atari, I had Super Nintendo. So I completely bypassed that whole little era. So,
you see, back when me and Pete worked at a day camp, they had an NES in the basement, and they had Duck Hunt and Super Mario Bros. So we get to play all that shit.
Well, so the limited amount that I know, aren't you just a hunter in the game?
Yes, you're a faceless, non-seeable hunter.
So it's kind of confusing because isn't the dog in the game, it only pops up and laughs at you?
It pops up when you miss and when you shoot the birds. Like it'll stand up and have the bird in one hand and give you a thumbs up kind of thing.
Okay, I'm all for
Well, again, the Duck Hunt dog makes no sense from a fighting game standpoint.
Well, that's the thing I'm saying. There's no thing to say, hey, this could be his move. He literally does not have a move.
Yeah, but look at half these characters, like Villager from Animal Crossing.
No. But if you look at the game and you're like, oh, in Animal Crossing, you have these equipment, you can do different things. Maybe they can make that into a move. Literally, the dog doesn't do anything. He laughs.
Well, maybe his laugh has a seismic shaking thing, or he can bite.
I really don't know.
Well, apparently he we haven't seen any video of him yet. But from what the leaks say, is he fights with 2 of the ducks on his back, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So they'll fly off and peck at people. His recovery is the ducks lifting him back up onto the stage.
But then, I don't know. I'd love to play as him, honestly. But I just...
Out of every character, he's the most oh my god. They brought Pac-Man, they brought Mega Man, they brought Shulk. Those are all cool. I would have never guessed in a million years Duck Hunt Dog.
I know. It was different.
He looks good, too. I'm looking at the model right now. It's a good-looking render of the model.
I just think that they made him look a lot younger. Like I feel like in the game, like realistically,
what you want? A really old-looking dog?
I want it, like
You want that dog from the Looney Tunes? Yes.
no,
Yes, sir.
no. The dog literally has now this like more childish, younger feel to it. The one in the game was like probably a 12-year-old dog that has been around hunters for all of his
You've
life.
never played the game.
I know the look. That look of the dog, he's about 10 years old, 12 years old. He travels with the hunter and he, spots him out, whatever. He's got that experience. This one looks like he's new to the game. Well,
I'm
technically,
banging
he's
my
new
head
to the
against
game.
the microphone.
I'm trying to
He
justify
looks
why
fine.
they should have taken the art from the original game. He looks so much younger.
Did you what? You want an 8-bit duck hunt dog? Like do like the whole Game and Watch style? Make him flat and 8-bit?
No. But
Then this is what they had to do. It looks like It looks good.
whatever. At first, though, what's really funny, at the lack of that I know about duck hunt and stuff, when I first saw that picture, I had like that first like 1 second of like, oh my god, Banjo-Kazooie?
How is that even close to Banjo-Kazooie? That's nothing like Banjo-Kazooie whatsoever.
I'm just admitting.
What, a creature with like a bird on its back? Banjo-Kazooie.
Because in the picture they have the duck floating above him. So I was like, oh. Oh, God.
The only thing that makes him look younger is he doesn't have those little black spots.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't know if it's the picture or...
Okay, that's true. Like, did you hear about the picture with Wario and Game & Watch?
No.
In the corner, right? They're in the leak, whatever. They're pictured in the top right corner. And it looks like Game & Watch goes into the other box.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Exactly. But it's the fact that the quality isn't as good.
Well, that could be Wario's shoulder.
Well, no, that's the point.
Is just lining up perfectly with his hand.
Exactly. That's the thing. People are like, "Oh, that's fake because his arm is going in." It's actually, I think it's one of those. It actually just kind of is his shoulder / mustache / whatever on that side, and it just happened to line up, I guess.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was funny because when I was looking, I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right." but yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, did you hear about like now with the roster that they have? So with everything that's included from yesterday, officially all that, did you hear like the structure behind that list?
Like how it's set up?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's by franchise pretty much.
Well,
You have all the
sort
Mario
of.
characters on top, and then it goes to Wario and Game & Watch.
No. It goes further than that. It's like I can't quote it for you or something, but if you look at the roster that they showed, at least one of the leaks that are more, I guess, realistic, it actually goes in a sense of first Mario, of course, but then who appeared in the Mario games in that order, like year-wise?
That is not correct, though.
It pretty much is. It's broken up into certain categories. It's
Why
not like,
is Bowser Jr. before Rosalina? After Rosalina?
well, I mean, there's some liberties and there's some breakdowns, but I can't quote it now. That's the problem. But like, there's a whole thing, and it actually explains it. It was very interesting.
Like, I know in All-Star mode, you fight the characters in the years they came out. Like, it's confirmed that Pac-Man and Game & Watch are the first people you fight in All-Star mode.
Yeah.
Because they're the oldest characters on this list.
I mean, if you take, in the second to last row, all the way to the right, you have the clone characters, as people are calling them. You have Dr. Mario, Dark Pit, and Lucina.
Boo!
Oh my god.
Okay, I like that they brought Lucina in, but as soon as they brought her in, everyone's like, huh, she looks like a clone. I wonder if clones are back. And now we have Dark Pit and Dr. Mario.
Well,
Dark Pit does not need to be in the game.
I know.
He's a very cool character in Kid Icarus Uprising, but he does not deserve... Like, that's a costume swap. Dr. Mario is a costume swap.
Well, I don't know. But
what's next? We're going to Pichu and Mewtwo?
well, people want Mewtwo back.
Yes, they do.
But anyway, so the thing is, like, take the 3 clones an example. For example, in that order, Dr. Mario appears first in
that's looking way too into it.
Guess his game Dr. Mario 1990 or something. Then you have Pit from 1991, I think.
Well, Dark Pit just showed up like 2 years ago, so
I don't know. There was this guy that broke down all this stuff. It was actually making sense. I can't quote it though. I don't have it up right now.
I think that's purely coincidence if that's what it is, because look at the Pokemon. You got Pikachu, Charizard, Lucario, Jigglypuff, Greninja. It should be Charizard, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Lucario, Greninja.
But
yes,
you're forgetting that people love Pikachu. Therefore, Pikachu moves to the front.
That destroys the entire... Moving on. Okay, we talked about the clone characters. Falco and Jigglypuff are back, so is Ness.
Mm-hmm. Which, thank God. If Ness was not in there, I would have actually cried on this podcast.
If Rob was not in there, I would have cried.
That I could believe.
Yes. But yeah, so that's the leak that's out. It's pretty much confirmed, just because we've seen video of everything. Again, we haven't seen video of like Duck Hunt Dog or Dr. Mario or Dark Pit, but at this point we've seen pretty much everything. Yeah, so I mean, I don't think we have to. People still say that besides the rumored DLC characters, that there should be more characters unlocked. Like if you look at that screen, it looks like there's room for about 5 more characters. Yep. So we'll see. I mean, they could do like what they're doing Mario Kart 8, and they could be like, "Hey guys, we've got a Mercedes character." Oh, a Mercedes character. It's a Mercedes car driving a Mario Kart. Am I the only one that thinks those cars actually look pretty good? Dude, they look cool, but they suck. Do they really? Have you tried driving with them? No, I haven't. Oh my god, they're so bad. They're the absolute worst. Okay, they're not the absolute worst, but they're nowhere near the fast cars. But it's free, right? It is free. Then why not? Here's the thing. The night that DLC came out, everyone was driving the Mercedes. If you were driving any car besides the Mercedes, you won the race. Like, it really was, like, my friend did it, and she said, like, yeah, I drove the Mercedes, like, all 3 different types of Mercedes, and they all suck. Well, I didn't say they were good. I said they're good looking. But it still looks weird having a realistic car in a Mario game. Okay, well, so it'd be really funny then. So you have the Mii characters, right? What if Mercedes puts, like, Mercedes jumpsuits on the Miis? Too far. But did you see the other DLC they announced for Mario Kart 8? Well, aside from the Mercedes one. Yes, besides the Mercedes. Yeah, actually the 2 parts, right? Mm-hmm. Which, that's amazing. Like, so, I don't actually know which one's in the first one. Great podcasting. The first one is going to be Catsuit Peach. Okay. Tanuki Mario. Mm-hmm. And Link from Legend of Zelda. All right, so basically, we're waiting for the next one. Do you not care about Link and Mario Kart? Okay, the Link and Mario Kart thing. Well, also, right, the F-Zero car thing. Oh, yeah, they're releasing 3 new characters, 4 new cars, and 2 new cups with 4 tracks each. Yeah, so can't leave that stuff out, and man. The first one's going to be in November, the second one's going to be in May. Yeah, so, alright, so sticking with the first one. Mm-hmm. I think it looks great. I mean, I'm all for it. I just can't wait to use Link. That's going to be amazing. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. He looks so funny. He can't fit in the carts right. His legs are like all the way up. It reminds me of like literally people in go-karts and stuff. Like, I'm assuming you've gone go-karting before. Yes. Like, don't you have that with your legs? Pretty much. Exactly. So, like, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. I like how they kind of factored that in. He looks really good on the motorcycle too.
Yeah, it's weird though because now it's almost like they're bridging into this is not Mario Kart, this is like Nintendo Kart. But I mean, I'm all
Dude,
for it.
I would totally pay for a Super Smash Bros. With Mario Kart. Like
But so
Kirby riding on the star, Link riding Epona, Captain Falcon in the blue Falcon, Samus in her ship. Like, can you imagine? Like, that would be amazing.
yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool.
And then Rosalina comes in on that giant comet of a starship and knocks them all out.
Oh my god. Well, it'd be a really heavy cart, but but
Just like dragging along the ground.
the sound effect. Oh my god. But
Can you
but yeah.
hear me? I can't understand your accent.
The next boss is coming in 5 seconds.
Wait!
Which, by the way, that was not 5 seconds. That was like realistically like 1.
In
But anyway, so the first DLC, I mean, it has to be good, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be, dude. This is the first Mario Kart to get any kind of DLC whatsoever.
Well, I think it's because the Wii U is their first system where they're like, the online is actually consistent and it actually works.
And they're constantly releasing updates, making that online better and better for Mario Kart.
Yeah,
which gives me a lot of hope for Smash Bros.
Exactly. So, I mean, I'm all for this first DLC. It's just a shame it's till November. But then, all right, so let's talk about the second one then.
The May DLC?
The May DLC.
Why the hell is it all the way out in May, first of all? It looks done.
You know what it is? Nintendo doesn't like releasing anything.
Nintendo doesn't like money.
They're like, so guys, we have this game. It's coming out next year. That actually means holiday of that year. Then they're like, hey guys, we're coming out with this game in a few months. That means at least 6 months.
That means
So,
3 years from now.
yeah, so like, I also don't think that they release any good games between January and like at least March. Like, it's until April that they're like, guys, we need to kind of come out with something that people want to buy.
Dude, they have one good game a month about.
Define good.
Main first-party Nintendo games.
Mario Party?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be naming here.
No,
Pokemon, that
like,
never comes out earlier than that. Like, Pokemon games have notoriously come out when they're in the spring. They've come out in April.
Wait, let me pull up a list of games that Nintendo's came out with this year.
Oh my god. It's true though. I would love for people to look at this.
I'll do the Wii U games first because
January to March, there are no good games. The good games for Nintendo start earliest at April, and it's like that April, May, June kind of complex, and then they kind of go usually into a little lull, with some exceptions, and then holiday time. October, November, December. That's where they also come out with a ton of stuff.
Okay, so like Wind Waker HD was October of last year.
Okay, yeah, so October.
New Super Luigi U was June of last year.
I said June. Remember, I said April, May, June, and then they kind of
Super Mario 3D World was November of last year.
November.
Mario Kart 8 was May of this year. Okay.
May.
Nintendo Land was November of that year. Wii Party U was October.
And no one even likes that game, and that was in October. No.
Wait, there's gotta be more. Wait, there's gotta be more.
Thank you. I'm saying, isn't this my theory is correct?
No. I refuse.
Like, I mean, I pretty much came up with that on the spot by subconsciously.
January 2013, The Cave.
No one plays that game.
January 2013, Puddle.
What is that game?
February 2013, Bit Trip presents Runner 2, Legend of Rhythm Alien.
Oh, come on.
March, Lego City Undercover. March, The Crude's Prehistoric Party.
Ew. Okay, so then what they release in April?
Injustice, Gods Among Us.
Well, I mean, it varies obviously year to year, but we went over. They just had stuff in May, so I mean, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's April through June,
Well, it's always the lull in the first
and then
months.
October to December. Why hasn't anyone else changed this? Like,
Dude,
I
like,
don't know.
there's no games in the summer, there's no games at the beginning of the year. That's how it works.
That's dumb. People need to be like, wait, if we come out with a great game within those time periods, a lot of people are going to buy them because they don't have anything else. Even though technically they'll be playing like the millions of games that come out those months prior into those months. But
It
if you have something
it
really
takes a while for games to be made.
I know, but
But anyway, back to the DLC.
all right. So the May DLC that has Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Can you even believe it? I don't know what's
Crossing.
happened. Like, so Ken, you remember?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So next point.
Next
no.
point.
No. So, like the greatest times, I remember always that one sleepover at your house years ago with Animal Crossing Wild World for the Nintendo DS.
Yes, where you and your brother came up with the idea to, hey, let's get him to turn off his volume, then get inside a house and cut down all his trees.
Okay, well, okay, that was hilarious. But aside from that, so we were like going crazy over this game. We were playing it all the time, and then it gets to the other ones. We play it a lot, even as recently a 3DS one. We're playing all the time.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Hey, we've added it to the Wii U as like this odd sort of
Animal Crossing Plaza, yeah.
semi-interactive thing." And I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of nice, whatever." Now they're like throwing Animal Crossing at everything. I don't know if that's good.
I think it's very good because Animal Crossing is really getting a good resurgence. If
Yeah,
anything.
I just mean maybe it's a bit much, but
I don't think so because I think that if we don't hear it by the end of the year, that around May now of next year, we'll hear about Animal Crossing for the Wii U.
coming this holiday. But yeah, I mean,
And how great would that be to release Mario Kart themed DLC with an Animal Crossing announcement?
you would be flipping out.
Oh, you are right, sir.
Like you can't even flip, but you will try. But
Why won't you flip?
but yeah, exactly. Flipsy, the flipping dog. But I mean, it's all great though, because right isn't so you have the one character, but don't they have variations of the villager?
That's in Smash Bros.
No. But I thought I saw something with at least one other one.
I don't think there's a variation. But we get Isabelle, the villager,
Yes.
and Dry Bones Bowser.
Yes.
Which awesome and awesome.
Yeah, and you get an Animal Crossing themed track,
Yep.
which that is cool.
Have you seen all the comics online where it's like everyone's racing and Isabelle gets to the finish line, but she stops right before, and she's like, "I'll wait for the mayor to catch up," and the mayor just rushes by her. Good job, mayor.
Oh my god. Well, Ken, I know you're gonna play. You're gonna play her the second she comes out.
Oh, absolutely. Like
I feel like
it's gonna be Link all the way up until May, and then Isabelle for the rest of my life.
Well,
like right now, I'm main Rosalina. Isabelle's gonna take that spot.
I feel like you're gonna be like 80 years old or something. Dig out the Wii U. Be like,
trying to play with Isabelle.
Exactly. But I like how your voice has aged to that.
Grandpa, can we play? No! Back off, bitches!
I want to be Isabelle.
Never!
But
Dad, you have to let the kids play. Back off, sonny boy!
Oh my god. Well, one thing I'm thinking is that you know how so when you race online, everyone picks the course they want or they do random or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how like you only get the choice of 3. If they somehow update that to pick from any of them, everyone is going to pick Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
All the new tracks and all the new characters are just going to take over the online play.
I mean, that's always been my thing. Like, you think, now I just got to master all these courses. Now it's going to be like, or tracks. Now it's going to be double the amount. That's insane.
Well, it's not double, but it's adding 50% more tracks.
Okay, half. But whatever. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so ready.
Again, I'm excited. I'm excited for Mario Kart DLC. It's a great game, and I haven't been playing it as much recently. But when that game first came out, the first couple of months just consumed me with Mario Kart.
Yeah, I mean, it was really fun, and I like it. It brought back good memories.
And we should also mention that if you buy both packages of DLC, you get different color Shy Guys and different color Yoshis as well, which is a cool little touch.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, a lot of people are going to buy both, so hey, why not?
Yeah.
But,
did you also see the update now where like you can put the map on the main screen? You can check your all your different stats.
Wait. Can we talk about that for a second, Ken? So people in Nintendo, they're like, yo, guys, where's the map on the screen? We have people that
Okay. Rewind it. You and me had this conversation a while ago where we were playing multiplayer, like co-op multiplayer, like not co-op, like same screen multiplayer, and you're like, hey Ken, where's the map? And I like, oh, it's on the gamepad. Like, that's stupid. I can't see the map.
Well, because I'm playing with
my reasoning was you don't really need the map that much,
and
it will take away from the viewing experience.
No one cares about the viewing experience if you don't know where you're going.
That game is beautiful.
No, it is, but the point is the map doesn't interfere with that. It's transparent, basically. It's like 50% opacity.
Then why do you want it on there?
To see where to go.
You know where to go. Just follow the track.
No, but then you look and you're like, oh, this guy is like right behind me on the map. It's like, oh, okay, and
you can just look behind you.
Well, obviously, a lot of people have been like, yo,
okay, yes,
Nintendo,
it was a much requested feature, and now it's in the game. I hope you're happy.
So obviously, people that are really good at it, yes, right, want the map. See, now I'm actually not advocating that I'm really good at it, but I'm saying that you're not good. No. But okay, so either way,
bitch slap me across the internet.
So either way, I'm really happy that that's coming back, because I feel that's vital. Regardless of what you think, I think, and whoever else out there that agrees with me, I think it's very vital to the game, and it's a nice little thing to look at, because if you know where you're going, why not take one little second to, look at where other people are? Can't hurt, right? So that's a really nice addition there. But yeah, so that DLC is really exciting. I guess it's not going to be free though, based on what we're seeing.
Oh yeah, it's $12 total for both packages.
Okay, I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, technically, right? If you're getting about half of what they gave you already, and you paid $60, that's like a steal.
Oh yeah,
so you're saving $18
for a total of what's essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 20, 21. For 24 new characters, 16 new tracks, and 8 new cars for $12.
Yeah, so as long as you play the game enough, by enough meaning try out all the tracks,
but again,
it's probably worth
it. It's the kind of thing where like people who have stopped playing for now, like come November, like, hey, did you hear Link's in the new Link has been added to Mario Kart 8? Oh my god! Like people are gonna start playing it again. That's great for Nintendo. Like Nintendo's trying so hard to get you off the other consoles and just stay on the Wii U.
Well, yeah, I just think
like even all like the Nintendo Directs, it's just like not take away from E3, but they want to make E3 less important. Like they can drop a new 3DS announcement and it doesn't have to be like anything at all.
Yeah, which I mean I like that more because I hate just waiting for that one time of the year. Now it's just like randomly, oh hey, Nintendo Direct, what?
Exactly.
You look into it.
Speaking of Nintendo Directs, ooh, segue. Wee.
What's new about it?
The other day in Japan, there was a 3DS-centric Nintendo Direct, and they announced the new 3DS and the new 3DS XL, complete with extra bumper buttons, a C-stick, more RAM, better viewing angles for 3D, better battery life, interchangeable covers for the 3DS version.
Well, I don't know if they call it a C-Stick. But also...
Dude, they called it the C-Stick.
I didn't see that.
They called it the C-Stick.
Anyway, one other thing, though...
Super Famicom colored buttons.
Well, okay, actually, I wasn't going to mention that yet, but the other one thing, of course, they're pushing their whole Amiibo thing. They're like, guys, this is Amiibo compatible.
Speaking of the Amiibos, I've pre-ordered all the Amiibos.
I looked at them. I put them in my wish list shopping cart thing, so I'll get to it eventually. I'm not in a rush.
Dude, Villager and Wii Fit Trainer are already sold out.
What?
And Link. They're selling out quickly.
Honestly, I'm not in a rush to buy them, so whatever.
Gotcha. Yeah, but the new 3DS, this is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it tells me two different things. It tells me that they see that there needs to be improvements with the ones that are out there. Mm-hmm. So I like that they're keeping tabs on that. But it also tells me that they're probably not having any plans for a new handheld for a long time.
Well, they really don't need to. The 3DS is still doing amazing.
That's the thing. So, I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just it's telling me something, which is not bad. But it's kind of like, I guess...
I compare it like how there was the Game Boy Advance and then the Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah,
they both did the same thing pretty much, except the SP was a major redesign and had the backlight in it, and it wasn't a new console, but it was a new version of the handheld.
Well, then okay, let's take it to a more modern console debate, handheld, whatever. So you have the Nintendo DS.
Okay.
Then you have the DS Lite. Mm-hmm. Then you have the DSi.
That was the major change.
See, now, I don't know, for me, I never bought a DSi.
Neither did I.
Now, the thing is, I don't want this new 3DS to be like the DSi. That's the one problem I have. Because let's say, even if I buy the thing and I own it for 1 year, and then they announce something, I'd be somewhat upset and be like, I could have just kept my perfectly well-working 3DS.
Well, that's the thing. I bought the original 3DS the day it came out, and for 5 months there was no games for it whatsoever. Mm-hmm. Then last year I finally upgraded to the 3DS XL. I got the Pokemon X and Y Red Edition.
Yep.
Which is very pretty. So that's almost going to be a year old now.
Wait, did you seriously just turn and look at it for a second?
Yeah.
Because I heard your voice lower. I'm
trail off.
I'm like, what could he be doing? Oh, he's turning to look at that thing. Because I know exactly where you have that. You have that set up on your left.
Shut up. I thought my webcam was on. You saw me turn.
No.
Anyway, so my 3DS XL is about a year old now, and now they just announced the new 3DS. But here's the thing. It's not coming to America till what they're saying probably mid to late 2015.
And that means
so it'll
October the earliest.
Exactly. So it'll be about 2 years then since I got my XL.
Now, do you feel upset about that at all?
Not really. I feel after 2 years, that's probably
okay. So 2 years is the point.
Yeah, 2 years is the point.
Yeah, because I don't know. I'm on the fence about it.
Well, you still have the original.
Yeah, but I didn't buy it at launch like you did. I think I got it after that price drop, so 8 months after it came out or something.
You bastard.
Well, I didn't like the games for it anyway. Because at that point I was just playing Pokemon all the time, and Pokemon didn't need a 3DS, so I'm like, eh.
Well, yeah, but the new 3DS, it's gonna play all the old 3DS games. It's gonna enhance some of them as well.
Yeah, which that I think is the interesting part.
Add extra features to Smash Bros. And stuff like that. But then they're coming out with certain games that'll only work on the new 3DS.
See, now that's the kicker. Mm-hmm. So, the thing is, that's the difference between a DSi kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be specific things. They're adding buttons, so I feel like this is something I'm going to buy.
Yeah. Well, right now, the only game they've announced for it that's going to use these extra features is they're taking Xenoblade Chronicles and bringing it to the new 3DS.
Yeah.
Which, it's not going to look as good as the Wii version of the game. Mm-hmm. But, having that game on a handheld is a fantastic idea.
Yeah. And I believe it's also set up to then one of the enhanced games would be Super Smash.
Yep, how you can use the C stick for smash attacks
And with the amiibo recognition, right? They're really pushing the amiibo thing, though. But
the amiibos, again, even if they're stupid what they do, they're
Yeah.
excellent figurines.
yeah, I think they're great figures, but I don't know. They're selling me like they're just like, get it for amiibo. Oh, this is compatible with amiibo. Show me more about the amiibo in the games.
Well, they
Like,
announced that amiibo is going to work with Smash Bros., Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, Mario Kart 8, and Mario Party 10.
yeah, it's
Those
just
are the games they've announced, I think, so far.
the ones like the stuff I've seen it being used for. I don't like it. That's the one problem.
Well,
But-
that's all it is, basically. If you don't have a friend, put the amiibo. That's what it is.
Okay, guys,
if you don't-
buy a friend. It only costs like $13.
Dude, that's really what it is.
Your friend has a chip in it.
You buy this figurine, you play with it to like train it to like fight against you, and you fight against the statue. That's all it is. Like Josh, if you weren't around, I would just take my amiibo and play with it.
Now, that's either really flattering or really sad.
It's I think it's both.
I know.
Mom, I don't have any friends. Here, honey, have a Wii Fit Trainer amiibo.
Play with your amiibo. Yes, Mom.
Go train your amiibo. You lost that Smash match yesterday.
Oh my God, Ken, I feel like you would do that as a parent. You just buy your kids amiibos.
Screw them. I want the amiibos. They're not getting them.
No, you give them like your old one where you like experimented with it. You gave them like a bad profile on the chip. You're like, eh.
Dad, why do you have a level 50 amiibo named My Leg?
Well,
Speak up, Sonny. Dad, why are you old? I don't know where I'm going with that.
all right. Well, anyway, so the 3DS though, I love the buttons as you briefly mentioned before.
Yep. I just wish the XL had the full color, not just the
The text itself.
Yeah.
That
because I like
mean-
the XL. If I do get these, I will be getting the XL. I'm not gonna go for the normal sized one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not completely sure. I mean, as you know, I'm not sold on the XL as it is. But if the graphics and stuff that are supposed to be improved, if they convince me otherwise that they're the same or better on the XL, then as compared to like the smaller one, then I might be all for it. So, up in the air. But
Yeah. Anyway, it's really interesting to see, and I just hope they come to the U.S. sooner rather than later.
yeah, and okay, well, so speaking about coming to the US, right?
Oh, here we go. You can do it.
Nothing comes to the US apparently on time because something really cool is being released in Japan only.
No, it's coming to the U.S. eventually.
I know eventually, that's the problem. But Pokken Tournament.
Yeah!
So we've got a cross between Pokemon and Tekken.
Pokken. I get it.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, it's I guess clever,
Now,
right?
this was rumored a full year ago because during one of the X and Y release trailers, there was a little video up in the corner of a Blaziken, a Mega Blaziken, and a Mega Lucario fighting.
Yeah.
And that was basically the very early stages of Pokken Tournament.
Yeah, so the one problem, of course, for everyone, at least here, is this being released in Japan on actual like arcade.
Okay. Let me stop you right there, son.
Hey,
Hey.
how's it going?
Doing all right. How are you? You know how the Tekken franchise works, right?
Well,
The games are released in Japan on arcade machines for a full year. Those arcade machines, all the data from the games gets sent back to the people who make Tekken, and they send updates back to the machines for a full year. After that full year, they release Tekken on like an actual disc, and that's when they sell it in Japan and the US. So like right now,
Okay.
I think Tekken 8 is already in Japan on the arcade machines in the testing phases. And it's coming to the US next year.
Okay.
So now they've said that Pokken Tournament is being released on arcade machines in Japan next year. So let's say they're in Japan on the arcade machines for let's say about a full year. Let's say they get out in January. We could be seeing Pokken Tournament for holiday next year on consoles.
Ooh. Well, okay, so the game looks amazing.
It looks so good.
Like, it's one of those trailers that I almost got, like, goosebumps for. Like, it's one of those things that, like, that would never happen. It really happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just the concept. Okay, for those of you who don't know, it's a cross between Pokemon and Tekken, and it's a fighting game. Like an old...
Because, of course, Tekken is basically like a Street Fighter, all that stuff. It's a variation of that.
Oh, don't call it that. People will get mad at you for calling it that.
Okay, it's a
classic 2D fighter.
Yeah.
On a 3D plane.
I think the one thing about Tekken that's kind of unique is that they have, like, regular people. There's no, like, obscure characters that make me question.
Yes, there is.
No.
Dude, there's a giant bear.
That's realistic. Anyway, so the beauty of this game, when you play Pokemon, right? You play Pokemon and it's like, yo, I use tackle, and like it just hits them. But
that's the hipster trainer. Yo, I use tackle. Yeah.
Somehow shows up super effective.
Go Rattata.
Yeah, but what's it called? So, like, literally, you can fight with the guy. Like, it seems so cool. Mm-hmm. Of course, you know, they showcase, like, two really cool fighting guys. They have Lucario and Machamp. Mm-hmm. And, like, you gotta look, like, their moves, they're pretty real. Like, they're good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even have anything bad. Like, I want to play that game. Mm-hmm. And I don't even like those kinds of games.
And they said it's going to be mostly fighting Pokemon, but they're also going to have lots of non-fighting Pokemon included as well. Mm-hmm. So are we going to see Pikachu in this?
I'd hope not.
I really want... Have you seen the cosplay Pikachus for...
yes.
I want the Luchador Pikachu to be in this game.
Okay, I could maybe see that, actually. That would be actually very cool. But, I mean, I'm thinking they're like, not only fighting means guys that look like they could fight, but aren't considered a fighting type, per se.
Like Mewtwo?
Yeah, sure.
Although, isn't Mega Mewtwo a fighting type?
No.
Mega Mewtwo?
It's just psychic.
I think Mega Mewtwo is psychic fighting.
I mean, I've never used one, because...
To Cerebi!
It's uber tier. Yeah, I'll look it up right now. Give me a second.
No, I got
it.
I got it.
Wow, it is fighting?
God damn it!
Wow.
Yeah, Mega Mewtwo is fighting.
I never used them, but I would have never expected that. Okay, so...
That'd be amazing if he transforms... Because we know there are Mega Evolutions, because we saw Lucario in the trailer Mega Evolve.
Well, that's when everyone started going crazy. Oh my god, Machamp, Mega Evolution. Which, I mean, it could be a possibility, but...
He would have 12 arms.
That was the other thing people are saying. They're like, what are we going to give him? But...
More arms.
Exactly, but...
He's got anchor arms.
Oh, mate. But
that's Machamp's voice, that guy.
I love that guy. It was like, the guy's like, oh, but no, it's not the guy. Isn't it SpongeBob? Yeah, SpongeBob says that. He's like, I used to be that guy.
Oh, mate.
But, I mean, it looks so cool. And what I thought was really funny, though, that Machamp in the trailer, he's got this spinning move. I was like, whoa, that's Donkey Kong's recovery from Super Smash. But it looks so cool.
It looks really good. Like, I'm not a big Tekken or Street Fighter guy.
Me neither.
But it reminded me, I was watching it, it reminded me of Dragon Ball Z Budokai a little bit, too.
Yes.
Just the way it looked and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like this one's not going to be more like Punch. It's more like different moves. So I actually feel it's more like a Dragon Ball kind of game.
Like, you'll have, like, the Aura Sphere and stuff like that.
Yeah, so... I mean, it's no Hodoken, but I mean...
And so much little detail, too. Like, did you see in the trailer, there's one stage, they're on, like, a volcano stage, In the background, there's a bunch of Slugma and like stuff like watching them fight.
Oh, I didn't even see that, actually.
Oh, yeah, go to the part where Lucario's Mega Evolving. You can see a little Slugma in the background, like, whoa! Like, freaking out.
Well, it's really cool. Like, I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that's going to be on the Wii U.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely
And
probably even 3DS, if they can, like, make a down... Because they had Super Street Fighter 4 for the 3DS when that first came out. So they could probably get that onto 3DS.
Okay. Well,
on the new 3DS.
You could put your Amiibo. No.
Dude, if they made Amiibo for the Pokemon...
Well...
Like, they had, when Pokemon Rumble U came out, they had, like, those little Pokemon things.
Which, no one referenced that.
At all.
Because they're just like, Amiibo, brand new thing. They basically had it.
They were basically the testing devices for the Amiibo.
And I bought them.
So did I, and I have a bunch of them, and I love them. But I hate their design. Like, the little origami look is cool, but, like, they're so, like, tiny. It's like, oh, come on.
I mean, it goes with the theme of the game.
It does. But can you imagine, like, well-done Pokemon Amiibo figures? Like, the quality of the Pikachu Amiibo done like that?
I know, like, I really want a Tauros one really bad. I love
Tauros. Won't be in the fighting game.
I love Tauros. You know what'd be really cool? In the background, you just have, like, the herd of Tauros just going.
That could be a thing, yeah.
That would be amazing. Like, if there was a stage where it was like Oak's Ranch. Wouldn't that be phenomenal?
That'd be fantastic.
If they can actually put in, like, Ash's Pokemon in the background somehow, to some capacity.
Tauros needs a Mega Evolution, returns into a Minotaur.
Okay, I'm being silent right now because I'm actually thinking about that. And I'm sort of drooling at that fact.
How cool would that be?
The fact that, like...
Minotauros.
I have, like, a list of maybe, like, a top 3 or top 4-ish of Pokemon that I really like, and Tauros is one of them. And I'm trying to think about that. That would be awesome.
That would be so cool.
I would really love that. Like, I'm on board for that completely. I've never thought of it before.
Well, since we're talking about Mega Evolutions, we should probably mention...
Well, I mean, that's kind of old news.
Well, it's kind of Mega Slowbro.
All right, well, hold on. We're starting off, so you know what? We're going to catch everyone up that has not known about it.
Mega Slowbro.
All right, well, hold on.
Mega...
You're starting off with the...
Mega Slowbro.
All right, hold on. Let's preface this a little bit. So,
Mega Slowbro.
Oh my god. That's just going to be the theme of this segment. Mega Slow. All right, but hold on. So starting from the top.
Mega Slowbro.
All right, no, we're in the whole Pokemon zone right now.
Okay.
You've come in... What?
Mega Slowbro.
All right, so you've come into my element here. And we've got Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire coming out...
This November
21st.
In North America and Japan. And Australia.
So, remakes of Gen 3, incredible.
Awesome.
And they released Mega Pokemon, like new Mega Evolutions. So, first off, we have the starters, which we already have Mega Blaziken, but Mega Sceptile, Mega Swampert. Now, no one knows the base stats of any of these, so we can't judge.
We know that Mega Sceptile turns from grass to grass dragon.
Yeah, I mean, we know some of the stuff, but we can't say, oh, his attack stat goes up to this. But, I mean, there's hints at, like, oh, this is going to increase, but whatever. So I can't give you specifics, but Grass Dragon now, with the ability Lightning Rod. Like, I feel like that's a really versatile Pokemon to have on your team.
Dude, he looks like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, I mean...
I love it.
The coolest thing, though, is that Lightning Rod and the Dragon... Like, Dragon type, people underestimate a lot. It brings a lot of weaknesses... not weaknesses, resists. Like, water does half, and... So then if you have grass, water only does a quarter now. Like, you have all this stuff to take into effect. It's actually very good. Lightning Rod then soak up the lightning, electric attacks, whatever, and it increases your special attack by 1 stage. That's really good. Then you go to Mega Swampert, same typing, but Swift Swim. So now maybe Rain Team coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? And then going with more of the order that they released them. Then you have,
don't skip over their looks. Mega Swampert looks like...
Okay.
He's been working out, dude.
Well, Yeah, I mean,
He looks like a beach ball with muscles.
yeah, he's like, yo, I got higher attack now.
I just picture him like a little speech bubble. So, I heard you like mudkips.
That Mudkip is my son. Beats you up.
That's my daughter.
Oh my god. All right, that kind of sounded wrong on a different level. But anyway.
I'm proud of you, honey. Keep going.
Oh my god. So,
A little more.
all right, so moving in
Faster,
the order that
faster.
these guys are released. Shut up. All right, so we've got Mega Diancie. For a lot of people, they don't even know what a Diancie is.
What is it?
Diancie is actually one of the legendary Pokemon
She
that
looks
has
like a
not.
chandelier.
Well, a lot of people want to swing from him recently, according to a song. So,
What?
I mean, it's a really bad joke. Chandelier by Sia or whatever. Anyway,
Wow.
she wants to swing from one. Anyway, so Diancie itself is a rock and fairy type Pokemon. Pretty good combo, very defensive, high special attack, low speed, low health. And it all of a sudden has a Mega, even though people really only in Japan have gotten it, even though I've gotten a hold of some, other people have gotten a hold of some, but it's not like an actual US thing yet. So
Well,
that's kind of interesting. I don't know how it's going to play
The whole
out.
thing is they have announced that you're going to get Diancie in X and Y in November, like the beginning of November. And then you trade Diancie over into ORAS to get Mega Diancie.
Okay, I mean, that's fine, I guess. It's just, they still didn't release other legendaries too for that game, and then
Well,
I don't know what's
that's the thing.
happening.
I think that with X and Y, they're going to have a nice slow burn of DLC.
Yeah.
Like they still have Hoopa and
Volcanion.
Volcanion, which is awesome.
Well, Volcanion, I've got so much hype for it. The fire-water type.
Is that the only one of its type?
Yes.
That's amazing.
And it has the move called Steam Eruption.
That just sounds dirty.
Hey, you know, that's super effective. But anyway, so...
Ladies. Let me erupt my steam all up in you, if you know what I mean.
Okay, that was a little far. All right, so now we're moving on. Mega Sableye, right?
Boo!
We have probably one of the worst Mega Evolutions.
Okay, I will only like it if in a Ruby version it's holding a Ruby, and in Sapphire version it holds a Sapphire.
Oh my god.
That's
okay,
the only way I will like it.
That'd be a cool aesthetic. But speaking from a competitive side, it now gets the ability Magic Bounce.
Which is okay.
That's all nice and good for bouncing back stuff.
But it's useless for Sableye.
Exactly. The whole point of Sableye is prankster, so you go first and use all your status stuff. Sure, they're giving it higher defense, and now they're apparently also giving it higher special attack, but now its speed's going down. So, like, basically it goes from this guy does everything first to this guy is never attacking again. So,
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work, but he's literally like, hey, I'm standing behind this big gem now, call me Mega. So, I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see how that works.
Yeah, but his teeth are now a little bit more gold. His eyes are bigger. His ears are more pointed.
All right, so he's going to be more of a niche, kind of underused tier, whatever. Anyway.
Well, you know what's going to happen. When you get to Dewford Island, he's going to be in that cave. You're going to find an Omega Stone for him, Sableye or something like that.
Now, did you say Omega Stone?
Moving on.
All right, anyway, so we've got Mega Metagross.
Which is the coolest one so far.
No.
Dude, look at him.
He's like, guys, I've been standing on these for a while. I'm really tired. I realized I can float because I'm a psychic Pokemon.
And he grew a goatee.
Well, the goatee is a spike.
His nose fell down and became a goatee.
Hey, you know. But
well, actually, if you look at that really close, you can see the what is it, Metang? You can clearly see the old Metang's eyes and his nose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Okay.
That's so cool.
Well, it's really cool at the fact that basically they've said that we've given this guy an increase in every single category significantly. Which I was like, how are you going to do that? So obviously some of them aren't really going to change that much, but they have literally stated that every single stat will go up, except for HP. But that's pretty cool. He's got Tough Claws, so I guess I haven't looked into it, but
I'm more excited because they're giving out a shiny Beldum the day
I mean, for competitive people, that's not really useful because it's not going to be full IV.
You think I'm competitive?
I'm, appealing to the competitive viewers out there. But all right, so we move on to the second second to last update. I don't know what I'm calling it now. So you have, let's start with Mega Altaria. This came out of nowhere. This literally looks like
Dragon Fairy type.
Well, it's funny how I'm going to the aesthetic part and you're going onto the type. But anyway, so it's a ball, a cloud ball.
It just looked like it woke up and didn't get to comb its hair. It's like poof. Hey guys!
It looks funny, but okay. So Dragon Fairy, that's insane. So
looks so good.
It's weak to only 3 different things, I believe. It's weak to Fairy, Steel, and Poison. Oh, and Ice. 4 things. That's really good. And
it has Pixelate for the ability, which is awesome.
Pixelate. So you take Hyper Voice, and that gets multiplied by Stab. It gets multiplied by the Pixelate effect itself because it transforms it into Fairy. So it has such a good stab move. It has higher stats. Like, this thing is just going to be such a tank and a force. It's going to be insane. Then you have Mega Salamence, which was arguably like the laughingstock of all the Mega Evolutions because all I ever saw was a picture of Mega Salamence instead of the wing, because now it's become like one wing as like a crescent wing. All people put was a picture of a croissant on Salamence's back. Which I thought was amazing. But
I saw the same thing with an ice cream cone around Mega Slowbro.
So they just like food at Nintendo. They're like, you know what? Well, people Game Freak. But he's supposed to be pretty good, actually. He gets the move Aerolate. Or, yeah, I guess that's how you say it. Aerolate? I don't know.
Aerolate.
Whatever. Well, I'm looking at the spelling, actually. There's no A in there. So it's like airy and then late. So, like Pixelate, airy late. Anyway.
Aerolate.
So he's actually got some decent moves to turn into Flying Stab. I mean, he can get like Double Edge and stuff like that, I believe, which that's going to hit hard. You have the same sort of multiplication with the stab and everything. That's going to be like a near 200 base Double Edge coming at you. Doesn't matter what type that is. That's going to hurt. So that's going to be really good.
Now, in terms of the aesthetic, when I first saw him, I thought he looked stupid.
Yeah.
Because, okay, first of all, I didn't see his wings. The first time I saw the picture, I just thought it was like him. He looked like a tadpole to me at first.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, that looks stupid. Then I saw the wings. Okay, he looks like the Starship Enterprise. And then I watched the video of him actually mega evolving.
Yeah.
He looks like a normal Salamence. Then his wings get sharp like that. And then he like tucks, like his arms and legs sound like tuck in like a tank almost.
Yeah,
as he's like getting ready to fly.
It's weird. It looked very robotic.
He's making himself super aerodynamic, which is amazing.
I mean, they're also giving him such a big defense stat now, which, I mean, to think he was actually banned at one point in competitive as regular. So, like, I don't know. That's like calling for Uber in like a second. But for now, hey, it's fun. But, and then, before we get to the most recent one with your favorite guy, we have Mega Lopunny.
This so disappointing.
No, this is probably my favorite one.
She lost her, like, sexiness.
Are you kidding me? Now she's got, like, black leggings with holes in them, man.
No, okay, that's pretty hot. But,
no, but the whole point, no one saw this coming. No one cared about Lopunny.
Mega Lopunny for Pokken Tournament.
See, that would be awesome.
That'd be amazing.
It's kind of like how there was just Kangaskhan, and people are like, yo, that was really hard to catch in the Safari Zone. No one cared about Kangaskhan, though. Then he gets a Mega Evolution. Everyone and their mother is using him. Like, literally a mom that doesn't know how to play is going to use a Mega Kangaskhan. So, I mean, so now they gave Mega Lopunny higher stats, obviously, with a Mega Evolution. He gives higher attack and speed, so it's almost like a Mega Metacham, but it has the ability Scrappy now. So
good.
it can spam return, high jump kick. It can just spam those moves. It doesn't matter. Like high jump kick has such a high base stat with stab and with a Mega Evolution and with Scrappy. Like people were able to be like, oh, I switch in my Sableye. Oh, it can't hit me. Like, wow. This thing is going to be a truck. Like, it's very underrated. So we'll see where that goes.
What's the accuracy for high jump kick?
Well, that's the problem.
Exactly. That's why I thought it was a very low accuracy.
No, it's not very low. It's like
85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of all the moves added up, it's low, but it's not that low realistically. I mean, I could also be wrong.
It's going to be a high risk, high reward Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they changed the accuracy, or maybe I just don't remember because I don't use that move that much. But anyway, so I got hyped for that one. But now let's move on. But save your guy for last. Most recent reveal.
Mega Slowbro.
No, we have Mega Audino, as they say it in the anime.
Who's the first Gen 5 Mega?
Yeah, so now it's opened up the door to be like, wow, we have Mega Evolutions for every single thing now.
And now she's not just a Chansey clone.
She's a Mega Chansey clone. No, but
Mega Blissey.
Yeah, but well, it's really cool in the fact that I think the design looks really cool, by the way.
Dude, have you watched the video of her like in action? She's like a cleric, like in like an old RPG. Like she had like little like hand like motions and little prayers. Like just the design alone, she looks adorable.
Yeah, she's actually taken on that role completely because she had the hidden ability, I believe, or maybe it was regular. I don't remember.
Her ability is healer.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that was always an option, but her better ability was regenerator.
Okay.
So you can get health every time you switch out. But now that she has healer, like, she's really only going to be viable in like double and triple battles.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you play that stuff, go for the Mega Audino. It's got really high defense and special defense, like at least the Mega form, and it's now got a fairy typing. So you've got a lot of resistances coming with that, and whatever you want to do with that. And you have Heal Pulse you can use on it, heal your people. You got Healer, which can have I forget what kind of chance, a 30% chance or something to heal an ally every turn. So you've got a lot of good things here. You got Aromatherapy also on her. You have Wish. So there's going to be a lot of different sets coming out for that. So if you like double, triple battles, definitely look into that one. But now let's move on to the man of the hour, according to you. Who is it, Ken?
Oh, crap. Who is it? It's Mega fucking Slowbro.
All right, so...
Okay. Let me just gush a little bit before you start.
Okay.
He looks so sad. Okay, just the idea that the shelter now has consumed the rest of his body, and he's stuck on his little, like, tippy tail, spinning around constantly. He has a shell armor, which is a very fitting ability. Mm-hmm. And just, he looks so, I don't know, there's something about him. It's like, please help me.
Yeah. I don't know.
The shelter's about to consume him.
Yeah, he's one of those Pokemon where the Mega Evolution wasn't needed. Like,
no, this is completely not needed. I didn't see this one coming. I didn't want this one coming. It's so fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so we've got even higher defense. So basically this thing is going to reach Mega Aggron's status, I guess, in defense terms. And it's also going to get boosted special attack. So special attacking Aggron, I guess. And
again, I don't want to use him. I just want to see how he moves.
Well, so
like the video shows him spinning around a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's got a hop too. But,
exactly.
I mean, the ability's fitting. The problem is, though, shell armor just protects you from critical hits. So it's nice being a tank that you're like, oh, that was a cheap crit on me. That's the only way you killed my tank. So okay, that's the one way it won't work. But aside from that, it now doesn't have regenerator, which that was like its whole point, because it can soak up so much damage. You'd be like, JK, I'm out of here. Let me heal up. Get it, JK, plug for the podcast. Anyway.
He's a tank.
He is a tank. Like, literally, he's got a shell protecting him now. But He's still weak on the special defensive side, so I don't see how this is that great. If it increased special defense, I'd be like, oh my god, now this guy's awesome. But, we'll see where it goes. But, as the same thing as anyone else that I mentioned, we don't know their specific stat increases, so we'll see. But it's all so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and of course I left out, the little primal mega evolutions of Groudon and Kyogre, but
I really don't care about those right now.
That's what I'm saying. No one really cares, but it just
they're shiny.
Since I listed
That's
them
all it is.
Anyway, so much hype. Can't wait for the next thing about Pokemon because there's probably going to be at least one more reveal.
1 or 2 more reveals, yeah.
And
we talked a little bit in our Pokemon Sienna Let's Play about that poster with all the shadows, and so far that seems pretty accurate.
I'm telling you.
So I'm still fingers crossed for Mega Ludicolo. That's like my number 1 right now.
Yeah.
Because I want him full on pinata, double maracas. I want him like going full out.
I loved it from the anime with him and Brock, and they'd just be dancing.
So
that was always fun. But
that's his Mega. He gets Brock.
Well, hey. But the only other thing new to note, though, about Pokemon, like really new, is that they've showed like what you can get with the game if you pre-order it.
Oh, the steelbook cases?
Yeah, so you get fancy little, collector kind of looking things. You also get apparently a Torchic keychain.
I saw that, yeah.
That's kind of interesting. The thing is, they're mentioning like different shops and stuff. So like, all of this is not in the U.S. yet. So who knows what we're getting?
They're definitely bringing these to the U.S.
Yeah, but it depends which one.
If they don't, I will be pissed.
But they're saying like in the UK, at this one you get a Torchic thing. At this one you get a Groudon figure or a Kyogre figure. So I guess it's kind of cool. I also read somewhere that you get a poster of the map or something. I don't know. The posters I think are pretty useless. But...
It's interesting because usually when I buy Pokemon games, I always buy one version or the other. I'm probably going to buy both this time just because I want both steelbook cases.
Ooh. Well, knowing me, I usually get them both anyway. You buy them both anyway,
yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah. But...
I finally got my copy of X, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
$15.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy.
So, that's the most recent news, I guess. But it's exciting times for Pokemon, I'm telling you.
Absolutely. A lot of stuff going on.
Exactly. But anyway, Ken.
Anyway.
What else you got for me, man?
Not too much. I think we covered a lot of the big stuff. We've been going for about like an hour and a half now, really.
Yo.
Is there anything else you want to bring up before we wrap things up?
Nah, we got to save some stuff for next week, right?
Exactly. If any of you guys listening or watching like this, please let us know in the comments below if you want us to continue the JK podcast. Really, it's just going to be me and Josh, like this kind of format, just talking about the stuff that me and him both really enjoy. For those of you who don't know, me and Josh, we went to the same high school together, same
high school, the same everything,
the same school district for many years. And one of the best things was during high school, me and him would walk home from school every day, and we lived about 20 minutes from home. Was that?
Yeah, about so. Yeah.
And during those 20 minutes, we would talk about everything we could, whether it be video games, Pokemon, anime, you name it. We talked about it.
Life.
Exactly. You and me have good conversations, I feel like.
Yeah.
And during tag, we always can't really get those conversations through that much because unnamed third parties.
Oh my god.
Cousin Thomas. I want him. No, see, I want him to watch this just to hear his name now, an hour and a half in, because he'll text me. Ken, you mentioned me at 1 hour 25 minutes into the show.
Well, anyway, so this is to differentiate, though. This is purely like podcast, like
much more laid back, much more less structured, just kind of us getting into the groove of things.
Ooh. So.
So I think that we should end off our first episode here, Joshy. Very good episode.
Yes.
Again, let us know what you think in the comments below if you want more. If you don't, we'll probably still make episodes anyway, so.
Just for our own liking.
It's a good time capsule to go back, because like a year from now we can go like, oh, I really hope Duck Hunt Dog plays well. A year from now, oh, Duck Hunt Dog's OP. His dots destroy the stage.
Either that or like, wait, why did we still record? But
shut up.
Yeah.
Well, until next time, I've been Ken O'Connor.
I'm Josh Brandon.
And this has been our podcast, JK.
Thanks for coming.
See you guys next time.